to the Minister Gordan, and Mr. Mufamadi, and the who? Or did you report that to the law enforcement agencies for the purposes of investigation? This particular senior ranking high official, politician, and or minister, because that would form the basis upon which any investigation must proceed. That so and so is this. So I think to sort of just clear the words on this one, or is the name wholly reserved either here or wherever? Because then if that's the case, I don't see any basis upon which investigation could take place, given that you've got 30 ministers and 29 ministers and some 30 odd deputies.
Yeah, I think if I may venture to answer that question, Honourable Chair, the best way forward, I would suggest, is to ask Minister Gordan and Dr. Mufamadi, because they were informed, they are aware. As you know, I am not in a position where I have immunity, and I therefore am unable to make any statement that could potentially put me at risk of any legal action, whether it be civil or criminal, because of the fact that there is already a highly litigious environment that has arisen around Eskom and my tenure as Chief Executive at Eskom, and I would be very loath to expose myself to any further legal action, particularly in a public forum such as this hearing. So respectfully, I think to answer those questions, it is more appropriate to direct those to the individuals that I have already mentioned by name.
Chair, I think I feel for you and I take your point, but we can be protected under the powers and privileges of Parliament Act if you are willing to take an oath or affirmation. So we are willing to provide you with that protection you deserve in order for you to be able to engage freely and help this Parliament and South Africans in general who are currently faced with stage 6 load shedding, and there's still people there on daily basis who knows what they are doing and continue to earn a salary. So are you willing to be protected by taking an oath or affirmation in order for you to help South African rid Eskom of corrupt element and officials?
Honourable Chair, I stand by my answer. I think just to reiterate, I'm here to assist the committee in endeavouring to improve its oversight. In my previous appearances at SCOPA, I never took an oath. That was not a requirement, and I think under the current circumstances, given the fact that this is not an inquisitorial investigation, it's not a parliamentary investigation, there's no opportunity for me to be subject to cross-examination or to have legal representation who can clarify and elucidate any answers that I might have. So even if I were to enjoy the protection of parliamentary privilege, the concerns that I have in terms of security would still apply, and therefore I would stand by my answer as I've given it, and I again recommend that the committee should address the two individuals concerned and raise their concerns with them, or their questions with them, and hopefully that will then put the committee in a position where they can clarify this matter.
So we are willing to continue and question those that you have mentioned, but I was asking a simple question in order for us to also protect you, and gathering from what you are